Hello, and welcome to Sports by Compion Pick'em Edition. We're back for week NFL 16. That's right. And for that, I bring in the guys who know stuff about football. J-Money himself, the man who's been talking a lot of shit all the way from New Jersey about North Carolina. It's kind of a little confusing, but it's what's happening. J-Money's back. How you doing, buddy?
Talk about confusing, man. I don't even know what to think. Watching the Panthers is just brain rot almost at this point. It's a roller coaster. It's been all season. I don't know what's going on. I think we're good. I don't know.
Nobody really knows.
I think we're good is such a great statement.
That is how we feel about a lot of people in the NFL. For that, Corey Compion joins us. Coming off a tough Cowboys loss, it's all starting to spiral a little bit, but he's here to still give us his insight. Corey, how are you?
Doing fantastic. Just out here stacking gym days and drinking beers. What else can you ask for out of life?
That's all you can do.
I mean, you can ask for a winning team, but that's greedy, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't ask for a winning team.
Yeah, and
that's
see
greedy.
what happens when you ask too many times. Then what the football gods do is they give you like 10 years of greatness, and then they sprain your quarterback's ACL and send you away for the season.
Yeah.
So be careful. You wouldn't want that. 10 years of greatness? Like,
no,
that'd be
not
horrible.
10 years. That's too many years.
Too many years of just your team being in the Super Bowl every year? That'd be awful. Anyway, guys, we're going to hop into this. Week 16 is upon us. The NFC West is kicking it off with a dandy for our Thursday night football. This is a hard one to call with both these teams sitting at 11-5. The Rams got the better of their last matchup. Is that correct?
I believe so.
They did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start this one off. I'm going Rams.
Hit us.
Rams all the way.
I think that's where most of us are going to go. I was going to see if there was any argument. The Seahawks didn't look great against like a very old Philip Rivers. They just barely won that game.
They beat them with field goals. I don't think they got any touchdowns. They just did a shitload of field goals, which is cool.
Every once in a while, Sammy Darnold just shits the bed. And he doesn't do good against this Rams defense.
Sam Darnold will be Sam Darnold sometimes.
Yeah.
All the time.
Which was what we're finding out about Baker Mayfield, but that's a different story. Sorry.
Seahawks, I was just reading this. They've had one loss since week 5. That's been to the Rams. And every other team has been dog shit teams, like awful teams. And that's why they're on a winning streak. It's just horrible teams they're playing. And then they play one good team, the Rams, and they lose. I think it might be a joke right now.
This league makes no sense this year.
League makes no sense.
It's so hard to tell who's actually good and who's out there pretending. Like, I don't fucking know what's going on, man.
We have a pretty good idea of who's not good, though.
Yeah.
We're starting to get a pretty good picture of that, and then there's some iffy teams. But I think we all agree we're going Rams on this one. Matty Stafford having himself an MVP year, potentially.
Just real good offense, real good defense.
Hard to hate on.
That's really hard to beat.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, speaking of losing streaks here, we got the Eagles. It's been a rough couple weeks for them, but they did get back in the win column last week, right?
Yeah.
They beat up on some hobos. Oh, they had the Giants. Yeah, I think I picked the Giants to maybe win that, but I was like, no, dude, come on, it's the Giants. So yeah, they weren't able to pull it off. If they started Jameis Winston, they might have won.
It's true. They started the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Dart.
Dart is fun, but
he's fun.
But is he Jameis Winston level fun?
We need as many Jameis Winston games of football as we can get. He's getting older. We got to take advantage. He's such a personality. He's going to go into media soon. We got to just get a couple more just watching him throwing the ball out there for whoever wants it. It's literally just like Hail Marys every play. You'll love to see it.
Pretty much is. He has so much gut. It's crazy. He just doesn't care. He's just going to
not an ounce of fear of that man's heart.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
He
but
should have so much more, but he has not an ounce.
Circling away from Jameis Winston, are we going Eagles on this, boys? The Commanders are they're just not a good team. I don't think they scored a point last week.
Dude, they don't have Zach Ertz. They don't
and
have.
I picked them to win that game too, which is so embarrassing.
That game too was rough.
They shut down Jaden Daniels for the year too.
Yeah. It's over for the Commanders. We're going Eagles here, dude. They're capable of beating up their little NFC East rivals, little brothers. Speaking of little brother games, Packers-Bears. Packers got the better of the Bears in the previous one. If the Bears win this, they could very well take the division. Packers get a disappointing loss against Denver, and I think they've lost Parsons for the year. So that's massive.
Yeah,
that's huge.
I'm gonna go Bears here.
I might go Bears too. They were fighting in that first one, and now they go back to Soldier Field. I could see them pulling off a win against Lambeau.
They're both questionable teams. Like, good records, but are they that good? Panthers beat the Packers, so I can say that. But they're just like questionable teams. Packers still can't have a wide receiver one. But Bears, they've got a good rushing offense and Monangai and Swift, and they've got weapons all over the field. I think Romo Dunze is out for the next few weeks. Not confirmed, but they're saying he's week to week. So that could hurt him a bit. But Luther Burden, their rookie receiver, he's coming to life. He played very well last week. He had a couple eye-opening plays. So I think the Bears could take this one.
Moore is also killing it over there. He put up 20 points for being fantasy to give me a win. So
out of nowhere, where were you all season?
Right.
Yeah. I had Watson doing well for me all season, but obviously it was the playoffs, so he decided this was finally going to be the game where he came back down to earth. Take Watson. He wasn't the only one. Michael Pittman and Tyler Warren just absolutely shot the bed. Well, it wasn't their fault. They had Philip Rivers throwing them the ball, so my fault for starting them.
My league, we're just now entering the playoffs this week. I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be okay. I believe in the heart of the cards.
Okay, good for you. Still alive in the playoff hunt. Speaking of people alive in the playoff hunt, the Buffalo Bills have a stunning comeback last week. Left a lot of people looking very silly on X who were celebrating early, and then the Bills come back to make them look very silly. Dave Portnoy, no, not to shout you out, dude, but yeah, that was embarrassing. Anyway, they now go to face the Cleveland Browns, who Myles Garrett is one sack away from the record. So we might see history in this game, boys. On Josh Allen, no less. That's a good person to break the record on.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see it. Going Bills all the way here, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Shedeur.
Yeah, Shedeur came back down to earth a little bit. We'll see what happens now that he's been slapped in the face. We'll see how he responds.
Yep.
Dude, my new team chat, bunch of guys I've never met, but are just some very chatty individuals. They were talking about this game. One guy was talking mad shit, and then whenever the comeback happened, I stopped reading the chat. But I did see the one guy talking piles of shit about them being up 21-0, and I was like, oh, cool, I guess that's how that game's going. And then I
picked the Patriots for that one, and I paid the price because
I did as well.
Henderson played well. And you got him 30-something, 20-something points against me. I was like, thanks, Henderson.
Thanks, Henderson. Glad you're out there winning now that I dropped you.
I had no chance. Well, I never had him on my team, but yeah.
It was the week I dropped him, he started remembering how to play football. It was cool.
That's so great for him. Anyway, moving on. We got the Cowboys. We got the Chargers. The Chargers were the ones who got to be the Kingslayers. They sweep the Chiefs last week, injure Mahomes in the process. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just kind of crazy to have your main quarterback not only are you guys eliminated from the playoffs, but here we're taking Mahomes with us too.
Yeah,
it's kind of savage, and I'm kind of here for it. I guess I don't know, but either way, go ahead, Corey.
I don't necessarily dislike the Chiefs, other than that they just won a lot, which is if your greatest crime is winning. I don't even know if their fans were super obnoxious.
Their fans were obnoxious,
but they've kind of all just disappeared now. They were all bandwagon fans, and they went away. I'm like, whatever, you went away. I don't care.
Hold on. Their biggest crime is not winning. It's being crybabies. Mahomes and Kelsey, biggest crybabies in the league. That's why people hate them.
That's fair.
That's why people hate them.
They complain a lot.
Although it's been coming out a lot of footage of Josh Allen also doing lots of crying. So maybe there's just some whiny quarterbacks. But regardless, one of them, Justin Herbert, not so much of a whiner. Although it depends. He can go flying if you're Max Crosby, you send him. But he faces the Cowboys. Dak Prescott's been playing well, but maybe inconsistent at times. I don't believe in this Cowboys team anymore. They've now gone on a two losing games skid here. I think they're showing who they really
Vikings.
are. Yeah, the Vikings.
The scariest part of that is our best player, our most consistent player, Aubrey, missed 2 field goals.
Oof.
But he did get a really sick first down. Like they did a fake field goal, and he just they did this sweet little over the shoulder flip, and he just ran and slid for the first down. I was here for it. I
kind of had a touchdown wide open on that play too, but yeah, at least he got the first down.
Bummer of a loss. I don't think we're gonna win, but I'm still gonna go down with the ship. I don't think I've picked against the Cowboys all season. I'm not gonna start now. Going down with the ship, man.
Great. You got this. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm going Chargers here. Cowboys just, I don't know, man. They've got an offense sometimes. Yeah, we don't know who they are.
Sometimes we win. Sometimes we don't. We decide. You don't know before the game happens. Maybe we'll even tie. Then we decide.
We might even tie.
Got CTE 2 weeks ago. That was sad to see, but no defense. I'm going Chargers, and if I was making fantasy plays, I would say start all their receivers. It's going to be one of those weeks, like the first 3 weeks of the season, where all three of the receivers just go crazy, 20 points plus. I think that's going to be one of those weeks.
Dude, it's now when I'm looking for a random receiver to throw in my fantasy league, I'm like, who's playing the Cowboys? Let me get whoever their third string guy is, because he'll probably get a touchdown at some point.
It's a cheat code.
Yeah. And the Bengals. If you play the Cowboys or the Bengals, I want you on my team.
Man, I had to finally drop Kyle Pitts before his monster game against the Bucs. He didn't quite go off in the first game against them, although he kind of did actually, and that was his one big game. And then he kind of was average, and then he just goes off for an absolute banger, 3 touchdowns, put the Bucs away. But yeah, it's just certain players, they play well against certain teams, and Kyle Pitts definitely knows how to play well against the Bucs. All right, we gotta move on, guys. The Chargers may or may not win that, Corey. We got the Chiefs with Gardner Minshew leading the pack. The mustache himself takes on Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans, who did they come close to winning last week? It was kind of a bit of a slugfest, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let me check the score.
Who did they play?
I think so. Here, let me backpedal.
Wasn't good or anything, but either way, the Chiefs coming out fresh off of elimination. They're kind of on a losing streak.
No, the Titans kind of got clapped. The Titans
they did.
Lost
You're right.
to San Francisco 24-37.
I don't know why I thought that was close. But, 24 points is decent, I guess, for that Titans offense. Maybe that's what I was thinking. But either way, the Chiefs are also kind of in a slump. They're overall a much better team, even without Patrick Mahomes, so they should theoretically win this. We've seen crazier upsets this year, so it wouldn't be like, oh my God, the Titans beat the Chiefs, what's happening? But it'd be like, oh my God, yeah, that's crazy. And we'd just probably move on,
I kind of wanted to go the Titans just because no Patrick, but I think they're going to do the whole, we got to play hard for Patrick even though we're eliminated thing, and they're probably going to win this one. I agree. If they lose to the worst team in the league, that would be.
Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. It's not going to happen. I've been picking the Chiefs for a while here, and they've been letting me down. But I think they got this one, dude.
All right. Who also has to show, hey, I'm back. Look who I am. He's
got that backup magic.
He can set another contract down the road. He needs to. He's going to play for himself for sure. I think the Chiefs have this.
Yeah, he got thrust in there, and he wasn't quite ready against a very good defense. So a Chargers defense, which this Titans defense is a little less good. So he should have a chance. And he's familiar with the Titans too from his years over there with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
All right, Saints are that team that nobody's been picking the last 2 weeks, but they've won. And now that they're the ones favored to win, I can see us all picking them and then dropping this to the Jets. But that said, they are theoretically a better roster than the Jets, only because the Jets have traded literally anybody worth a damn there mostly. So I really feel like Tyler Shook and that old ass defense. I could see them getting this job done against a banged up, traded Jets team.
I'm going Saints as well here. I'm a Shook believer. I've said it before on this channel.
Not bad. I'm starting to become one.
Believer heavy. I think he's gonna be a baller the next 5 years or so at least. Because
I'm starting to buy in. I don't know about baller. We'll see.
He's already looking like he has that. And who's he throwing to? He's throwing to Chris Olave, Devon Vele. He's a 27
Is
or
Olave
8-year-old.
washed, or is he just been around bad quarterbacks?
Is Olave already washed, or has he just been around bad quarterbacks? That's a great question, Corey.
I think it's mixed that like no one's opening up the field for him, and also like he's had 5 concussions in his career. Like
he's been banged up, but I'll say that I've had him in fantasy. He had a solid year in fantasy.
Oh, he did.
He's always the number one guy they go to. Like he had a decent year. Like not any of these like will knock you out, will win your league for you, but he was consistent production all year.
I got him too. I traded for him actually, and he's not as good as he used to be. That's what I meant as well. He's not totally
for sure.
Bad. But there's no one else. Devon Vele.
Yeah,
that's all they have.
Yeah.
And then a Juwan Johnson who drops half of his passes, at least half of them. Like, we got nobody.
Just that tight end in fantasy. Like sometimes he's great, and other times he's just dirt, which is most tight ends actually. Anyway, let's move on, boys. To the Giants, played the Vikings, who have renewed life. McCarthy saw a bunch of those memes going around about how he should just spike it instead of playing football, and he got very upset and has since been playing some good football. They played the very banged up Giants team that doesn't have Neighbors. Dart's kind of a little banged up himself. He doesn't have his boy Cam to keep him company anymore. It's very sad over there for your boy Dart. He just kind of wants the season to be over. But they have another game.
The blue medical tent like 3 times a game.
It's so sad, dude. So hopefully he can stay alive here against a very frisky Vikings defense. J-Mo will be there to support him and push him through. As Russell Wilson, already a bad teammate, trying to get out of there. How dare you, Russell? So and I'm going Vikings here. Is I guess what I'm saying.
Where's Russell trying to go to?
He just wants out of there.
I mean,
he wants to go start somewhere. I think he said. It was like, dude, no one's
on the roster right now, so I don't know.
Dude, if you're not going to start on the Giants, I don't think you're going to start anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Like maybe the Jets. He's like,
the Jets might take a go on you if you're willing to sign for like $2. But no more than like $2. They can't afford more than $2 on you.
Hey, they might need him on the Chiefs next year with Mahomes.
True. I would love to see Russell Wilson and Chiefs red. That would just look so silly.
That'd be pretty fun. But I'm going to go Giants here. I'm going to go Giants.
Really?
I think Dart is better than McCarthy. Dart, still has to show the world before the season ends that he's their guy. I think he has, but he's got to show all of his flashes.
I think McCarthy has more to prove in this game than Dart does.
Oh, he does, sure, but I don't think he can.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I think he's given all he's got.
Good at all. McCarthy sucks.
All right.
I'm laying down the land right now. McCarthy's bad.
You had some good takes on this pod, so we're going to trust you on this.
So that's where I'm going right now. I'm going Giants. Dart is way more capable than McCarthy. We're going Dart. It's really just play the QBs.
What are you doing, Corey?
By process of, I think the Cowboys can beat the Giants and the Vikings just beat the Cowboys, I'm going to go Vikings on this just because I don't think that the Giants have a better offense than the Cowboys, and the Cowboys got stopped by this defense. So I got to go Vikings here.
I respect it. We're moving on. We got the Buccaneers. We got the Carolina Panthers. The game everyone's been waiting to talk about. The 7-7 Buccaneers at the Panthers, 7-7 as well for the first
battle for the
2
division.
games within these next 3 weeks. Neither of these teams want to win the NFC South. Apparently, the Bucs were hot early and have since vastly cooled off. The Panthers have kind of just been one of those teams all year. We're gonna find out whatever Steven's picking, and we're gonna do the opposite of that. So, by approximation, if I pick the Bucs, Carolina will technically win. But I still got, much like Corey, I wasn't going to do it after Thursday night. I was like, I'm done picking the Bucs. All right, they don't care about their season, so why am I letting them lose my pick'em league? But I mean, after seeing the Panthers lose to the Saints too, I don't even know what to make of this division anymore.
It's just a weird division. Stuff happening.
It's a weird time and a weird division of football.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on? These division games are always just no one knows what's going to happen. But
I will say the Bucs offense finally looked decent on Thursday night because we finally had back all of our weapons. Like this was the first time that Chris Godwin and Mecca Mbuka and Mike Evans were all on the field together. And then they even had Jalen McMillan floating around. Like, we had some offensive weapons. Baker still looked a little uncomfortable, but he did have a much better day than before. If this defense could just do something, just something, stop somebody.
Stop one guy. Stop one guy.
Don't let everybody score on you. Maybe get them off the field on 3rd and 28.
That's a lot to ask, dude.
Don't let them convert that, dude. Don't let them convert that when the game's on the line. Find a way to get them off the field on 3rd and 28. If we could just do that, we should win this game. So I'm going Buccaneers.
Hate it. I hate that pick. I do. I'm going the Panthers.
Understandable.
Easy. If I'm going off Corey's logic here, hear me out.
Yeah.
Panthers beat the Falcons twice, and who just lost to the Falcons? The Buccaneers. And
not
I think
bad logic because we split both the other teams now. Not bad logic.
The Panthers have a lot to learn. I mean, Bucs do too after last week. This is going to be a fun one. It could be a shootout. We're going to see what happens. But I'm going Panthers easy. Bucs defense sucks. We've got a lot of weapons now. Jalen Coker is really, coming to light late in the season, and he's really locking in with Bryce Young. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch. I'm going Panthers. Case closed.
I think this to me feels like so much of a coin flip. Like looking at this, 76-33, that feels not correct. I think it is much closer. I'd be interested to see the odds on this. I'm gonna pick the Bucs to win, but I kind of want to put money on the Panthers just because they're such underdogs. But I think
what I will say is you should go to the player props for Bryce Young, for anyone throwing and receiving the ball. You should probably do that. We haven't been able to stop the run, so maybe put the over on Rico Dallo too. Hit all the overs of the Panthers.
All the overs
Panthers
on offense. They're going to score a lot.
They're going to score. Whether or not the Bucs can survive that, regardless, and still win, is up for debate. But anyone who's been putting props on the opposing offense to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has been cleaning up this year. I almost had Kirk Cousins. He hit his numbers. It was freaking what's his name? Bucky didn't get enough receiving yards. Slow night out of Bucky on a playoff match, no less, for the Straw Hats. He really let the team down.
So I'm looking right now. Panthers are plus 138. So it's a close line. It's
not bad. You can make it. You can make some money. Not much, but you can make
points.
But anyway, Corey, who are you going for this? Because we got to move it along, boys.
I think Tampa. I got to go Tampa on this one.
Respect it. We're moving on to the Dolphins, Bengals. Dolphins drop one to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think I picked them for that one, so I'm really disappointed in these guys. Tua throws a bunch of interceptions. Tough night for him. I don't know about a bunch, but he threw another one. And the Bengals looked absolutely horrid against the Baltimore and just couldn't score any points. What's going on with that offense? Why are they suddenly so good and then drop the ball hard against a Baltimore defense that's been off and on?
Who knows what's going on? I mean, Joe Burrow's back and what's going on. We thought he was going to be the savior. But
I thought it was going to be late season Bengals. They always take the first half off. They chill, they do whatever. And then once it becomes late season playoffs, they're oh yeah, football, my bad, bro. I'm going to get there. And then they show up with a case of beer and a bunch of steaks. They throw them on the grill and they liven up the party, But not the case this season. They just didn't show up at all to the party. A bunch of haters.
And the Dolphins aren't the ones favored here, but I feel like they should be. You drop the ball against the Steelers, but they were hot before that, and the Bengals have not been hot this whole year, basically.
I don't think the Dolphins are going to figure out their lives against the Bengals. I think the Bengals take this, even though they're...
It's in Miami.
It's in Miami?
That's big. I think a big factor here is whether Tua plays or not, because Mike McDaniel said today, he said something or that suggested there may be another quarterback starting this weekend.
Kinky.
What?
Yeah.
That is kinky.
He was someone asked about the QB play, and he was we're considering all options, even at quarterback. So, I don't know. I really don't know. If Tua starts.
I'm going Dolphins, dude. This is too crazy.
If he doesn't, I think I'm still going Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins. We're going to hope
I got it. You guys are smoking a pile of meth. I'm going Bengals.
All right, fair enough. Broncos, who just haven't been losing lately, now face the Jaguars, who also haven't been doing a lot of losing. But I think Trevor Lawrence might come down to earth against this very good Denver defense, which Green Bay put up some points on them, but just not quite enough. Bo Nix goes off, and that offense is starting to kick over on the offensive side. The Broncos are just looking really good to me right now. I got to go for them, even though the Jaguars are also looking great right now.
So this is a coin flip for me. One thing to keep in mind is I think the Broncos lost Pat Surtain. I forgot what the injury was, but he went down last week. And that's a big thing to consider here.
Sure is.
Knowing that the Jags have a
But do you trust Trevor Lawrence against this Denver defense, even without Surtain? I don't know if I do. I don't know if he's really proven that yet. Like, he's winning, but I don't know.
Corey, what do you think? Come back to me.
For sure, Denver, dude. Like, they've just been so dominant, and everyone's like, at every turn, they're like, no, they're actually really bad. And they're like, okay, we're just going to keep winning. Don't mind us. And they're like, all right, well, this team's going to be really good. And they're going to beat you. They're like, okay, cool. We're just going to win anyways. Don't mind us. Like, it's got to be Denver, dude. They're just fucking slaughtering everyone. They took down the Packers. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Jags are on a roll. I think I have to go Jags. T-Law's coming to life. I think it's going to be Jags.
All right. We respect it. Falcons, Cardinals. Falcons finally find a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But Kirk Cousins doesn't play well against anybody else. Like, when he's wearing a Falcons jersey, he doesn't play good against anybody else besides the Buccaneers. Like, the guy has, like, at this point now, almost 1,100 yards. No, he has 1,100 yards passing and like 9 touchdowns to like 1 interception, something crazy like this in 3 games against the Buccaneers, or 4 games. Yeah, no, 3. And like against other teams, it's not nearly as good.
I have seen that stat. It's a fun stat.
It's a fun stat. But the Cardinals also suck. The Cardinals are also bad. Like, they're not good.
And they're also red.
Lost Bam Knight. Bam Knight's done for the season, who, I mean, not true. Great, but like.
And the pass rush for Atlanta is good, man. They got like 5 sacks. They got some pass rushers.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Falcons here. They're on a roll. I think they kind of figured out Kyle Pitts. Whatever they did against the Bucs, it worked. I'm going to go Falcons.
London's also back. I know
is he back for sure? I was just checking that.
So he's starting up just in time for whatever reason my fantasy league we have delayed playoffs.
Perfect.
He's back just in time for that, so I'm happy to see it. Between him and Bijan, they've been my entire team. So, glad to see the dynamic duo. Hopefully they do well against these Cardinals.
Yeah, Bijan's been great. All right, Lions facing the Steelers. People still aren't believers in the Steelers, and I think I know why, because they're just so unpredictable. They do get a big win against Miami. They upset somebody last week too. But I think I'm still feeling the Lions here, who kind of hung with the Rams. They just couldn't stop them on defense. So that was a little disappointing, but Goff did play a really good game. I could see him doing similar against the Steelers here and getting this victory against Aaron Rodgers, who's making plays and getting things done, but now he faces a Lions defense that gave up a lot against the Rams, but I think I could see them rallying here and being a little tougher.
I think I'd go Lions, but I got to ask.
Where's Hutchinson been this season, man?
I don't know. He signed the contract and he dipped.
Yeah.
But
dude, but same thing with TJ. TJ fell off the mat. He went from sack leader to like nothing.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, didn't he just go to the hospital and get like a lung surgery? Was that TJ Watt? I think it was. He had like a ruptured lung.
If that's the case, it's a valid excuse to fall off, fall off the sack chart. But other than that, I'm judging him.
Yeah, same.
But Steelers, path to playoffs. You guys know? Because I think if this is like a big game for the Steelers, I'm not paying too much attention to them. If it is, I think Aaron Rodgers might pull through and beat the Lions.
Dude, they're still battling it out for that division. That division is such a mess. It's like them and the Ravens. The Ravens are 7-7. They're 8-6. So they're 1 game ahead of the Ravens.
But the Lions need this too to stay alive. If the Lions lose this, they very well might be out of the playoffs as well.
So they both need it.
But Rodgers already said it's his last year.
Did he?
One thing to consider. And if it is, then he's going to try and do everything he's done the past 20 years and take some puberty blockers to get younger real quick.
Right. Also, what's real fun is all the streaks we've been seeing, like Mike Evans getting 1,000 yards every season. That broke this season. The NFC East not having a repeat winner since like 2002. That broke this season. There were some other ones that I'm forgetting right now. But
it's
then
the first season since like 1997 without Mahomes, Brady, or Peyton Manning in the playoffs.
Yep. And then, but not the fucking Steelers, dude. Those motherfuckers are still gonna end 9-8 under Mike Tomlin. They're gonna fucking find a way to just be the most middling team, just limp their way into the playoffs and make a first round exit like every year before. They're the fucking picture of mid consistency, and you love to see it.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. There's a big coin flip here. Better team.
I think this is 89-11. That makes sense to me. I think like I said, the Steelers have kind of been limping. They do well against bad teams, do poorly against good teams. I think Detroit is a good team. I'm going to go Detroit on this one.
I love your reasoning, Corey. And with that one, we're going to move right on to the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders are a bad football team. The Houston Texans have a really good defense. And apparently a pretty decent offense as well. And Sean Genty, has not been what we were looking for. Max Crosby's getting absolutely eliminated. Devin White is supposedly having a comeback player of the year. But if anyone who's actually watching the film, Raiders fans as well, have been saying, I don't know if that's true. Correct me if I'm wrong, Raiders fans. But he's not actually good. Because we know this as Buccaneers fans that he's not good at football. So anyway, all that to say, Houston Texans could beat them with their defense alone.
Easy money.
Yeah, I don't think Gino's even starting there, is he?
No, it's Pickett. Pickett was in there last, right?
Yeah. No, Pickett's not going to beat the Texans. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, he's not looking good. Yeah, he's not doing good.
It's not how that game's going to go.
Not doing good football. We got the Patriots, who are coming off their disappointing loss to the Bills. Now they face the Ravens, who came up with a pretty big victory against Cincinnati. Now they have a substantially harder competition here against the Patriots. This is a good Sunday night football game. I like it. We got Drake May trying to make his move. Can he afford to lose to the two previous, MVPs with Josh Allen and now Lamar Jackson? If he wants to stamp his MVP, he's going to have to maybe put up a big performance against this Ravens defense, who found a way to shut out Joe Burrow.
Where's Lamar been all season, though? Where's he been?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Lamar Jackson on a football
Him and Aiden Hutchinson, a lot of people. I was going through the Pro Bowl votes, dude. There's like a lot of people who just kind of took the year off. Like, there's like a lot of mediocrity running around out there. The stats don't look good. Nobody looks like amazing. There's obviously Myles Garrett doing some historic shit. Other than that, pass rushers, there's barely anybody in double digits. I mean, we still got 3 more weeks, but
it's new script writers,
Yeah, they're just taking off the season.
Get in there, they're like, I want to take the league in this direction.
Yeah. That's all very confusing.
He's there. JSN.
I'm going Patriots though, dude. Henderson's been playing good. They dropped the ball against the Bills, but the Bills have a killer instinct lately, and I'm not going to hold this against them. I think also it was a good learning, game for them, a pretty young team, to get that learning of, hey, let's not fuck around when we have that big of a lead.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Patriots here too. I think that's an easy one. Lamar has been a shell of himself, or even if he is himself, I could be convinced he's wearing a skin suit right now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right.
Didn't he get injured and he came back from injury? Maybe he's not. They kind of rushed him back from that injury. Maybe that's what it is. But he's really not.
I think likely needs to catch the ball and hang on to it too. He'd have a couple more. Might have a different season. All right, but anyway, we got to move on, Corey. The Indianapolis Colts, they're hosting the 49ers. I don't know if we can really need to go too detailed into this. The Colts have come apart at the seams. My fantasy league has been screwed by the whole situation. 49ers, on the other hand, really hot, really kicking some ass. I could see them winning this game, not easily, but no offense to old boy Rivers, but I'm just not that scared of him,
Agreed.
He's not getting sacked too much by Bosa because he is a white quarterback, so he'll be kind of safe.
That's lovely stuff. But yeah, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up here from Sports by Compy and Pick'em Edition. We appreciate you people liking and subscribing and supporting the show and all that kind of great shit you do. To J-Money, for popping on. How you feeling, buddy? Any last words you want to say to the nation?
So it's tough to be a Panthers fan. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's hard.
But let's beat the Bucs this weekend. Bryce Young, throw all your money on 325 plus yards. We're going. Bryce.
Honestly, that actually is a good prop. Maybe not all your money, but like put some money on him hitting over.
Maybe half your savings.
Over 250, I could see it. Over 250 for sure. Like,
but if you want some real money, some real moolah, take 325. I'm telling you.
He
come back to you next week once we're all rich.
He really might hit it for you. Corey, any final words for the gente?
No, just eat more tacos, man. I feel like you guys are
really
slacking with the tacos.
Definitely slacking,
them, guys.
It's like, oh, it's too cold out here for us to be eating tacos. We can't do it. That's week